Hi, James Melendez, James the Wine Guy, here to share and celebrate Four Vines Amador County Zinfandel 2010 vintage. This is a 14.8% alcohol content wine back panel for your review. And, I'm excited about Amador County. I'm excited by the higher elevation wines coming from California and the Sierra foothills. I think it's an amazing region and sub-AVAs that I think are just a point of difference in terms of what Zinfandel does in these regions. What does Tempranillo do? What does Barbera do? And I think those are the key indicators of how wine is different from wherever it's grown, from region to region, from even site to site, to terroir to terroir. It's hard to say, but the point is that for this wine, for example, the Amador County Zinfandel is going to be different from the Zinfandels in Napa, Sonoma, even Mendocino, even Lodi, Paso Robles, etc. And that is the beauty of wine. I've known a few people say that wine is all the same, but that is clearly not true. It is not true because if it were true, we wouldn't have vintages on wines. We wouldn't even care where the wine was coming from. We would just call it Zinfandel or regardless of where it was grown. We wouldn't even identify the place where it's grown. So there are really bona fide reasons for doing so. It's obvious, but I think I like to call that out because there are people who believe that. And I'm not one of those, obviously. I've talked about it voluminously, and I think it's something to think about in terms of what characters do you get from a higher elevation Zinfandel. Well, I think you get many, but for me, what I get is subtlety, a great sense of subtlety. And overall, what I get with Zinfandel is a characteristic freshness in the wine quality, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And no matter the heat level or alcohol content from low to high, I think, first of all, Zinfandel can handle high alcohol content pretty well. And there are a few other varietals that do that quite well. But I think Zinfandel is really accustomed to doing that. I think that's a stylization that is really suitable. And I think it's a really nice thing. So here we go. I'll take a taste of this one and tell you what it's like. Beautiful characteristics of black plum, cherry, fresh vanilla, Mexican cinnamon, and a hint of chili ancho. And when I say chili ancho, I'm meaning that beautiful, sweet, spicy quality, not necessarily heat. And so that's what I'm getting on this one. I give this one an 8.9 out of my 10.0 scale. For more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest. Salud.